So today let's talk about the opposite of identity clutter and the things you must absolutely keep. Hi there, I'm Anne-Katrin and I'm occasionally awake. I'm here to help you inspire your awakenings, heal yourself and reawaken your life. Welcome and welcome back to my channel. By now, everybody interested in minimalism or decluttering has heard of identity clutter. But have you heard of its powerful opposite yet? The opposite of identity clutter is identity trophies, meaning identity-related objects that you must keep. Everybody's talking about downsizing, organizing, decluttering, but I want to encourage you today to not only declutter, but to display. Your space is not yet optimized for productivity and happiness once you toss the stresses, the guilty clutter, the past identity objects. Just as many of us have things in our space that frequently remind us of past mistakes, past aspirations, and unfinished business, we all have objects and things in our space that remind us of our greatness, our competence, our potential and vision. We need to start talking about the power and importance of consciously displaying our favorite and meaningful things. Let's call them trophies. Before we dive into the topic of identity trophies, let's recap the term identity clutter with a few examples. Identity clutter is a term related to objects and things that we struggle to let go of because we associate it with an old version of ourselves that's either outdated and/or that we would have liked but somehow failed to embody. This could be your sports gear that you purchased last year as part of your New Year's resolutions, full of hope and good intentions, and never ended up using. This could be memorabilia of a past relationship that you struggle to let go of, even though these things and objects cause you more negative emotions than positive ones. Identity clutter could look like unfinished projects that you don't want to part with because letting go of them would feel like an admission of failure. Or this could be a collection of filing folders from university documenting both your hard work and genius in that phase of your life. Your student life could be long gone, but you might struggle to let go of something that used to be so important to you. These are just a few examples of what identity clutter could look like. Identity clutter can diminish the power of identity trophies because clutter often keeps trophies hidden instead of displayed, forgotten instead of cherished. Trophies often only reappear in our space and consciousness once the clutter is gone. Trophies are supposed to be loud in the implied message they give us about our wins, our successes, overcome challenges, best traits, and greatest joys. In short, trophies are supposed to make us feel really good. Trophies well displayed can increase our personal motivation to tackle the projects related to them. They can increase our self-confidence and self-esteem as well as our sense of belonging and connection. Being consciously surrounded by trophies can change our perception of our current circumstances for the better and inspire us to tell a more positive story about our life journey. Trophies can help us turn around a rather negative narrative. They do that by emphasizing the positive, the things that turned out well through their presence in our space. For more info on the characteristics of trophies and how to tell them from identity clutter, you can check out this video. Just as identity clutter can keep us stuck in an outdated version of the past, identity trophies can help us move forward and accelerate our journey of personal growth. I'm so glad you're here right now, so if you enjoyed this, please make sure to like and subscribe to become occasionally awake with me. Today I want to invite you to take a look around your personal space and reflect on where your attention rests. Are you surrounding yourself with identity clutter or things you don't really care about? Or are you standing surrounded by your favorite things, your trophies? By the decisions well made, the projects well executed? Are you filled with joy and pride when looking at the walls or at your shelves? Or are you filled with indifference or boredom, maybe even resentment or guilt? You might want to stand either in the middle of a room or take the perspective you usually have when spending time in that room, for example, sitting on the couch in your living room. Where does your attention usually rest? What are the specific things and objects that you perceive from that perspective? How do they make you feel? What is your general mood when being in that position? What is your regular thought setup, your mindset in that position? And in case that's rather negative thinking, which thoughts, which mindset would you prefer? Close your eyes and think of the objects and things in your possession that could actually contribute to or even evoke those positive feelings. You could even apply this to concrete goals that you might have and choose trophies specifically to help you achieve those goals. In order to determine the potential trophy status of a certain object or thing, simply hold it in your hands and feel into it. Feel into the frequency of the first association, picture, or memory that comes to mind. For many, if not most trophies, however, you'll immediately, instinctively know if they've deserved that trophy status. Most trophies are obvious sources of pride and happiness. Then ask yourself, in which space could a trophy serve its purpose best? Where could you place it for that constant reminder of pride and happiness and accomplishment? Here are a few examples of trophies. Trophies could be certificates, art and craft supplies and creations. Your sports gear can be a trophy. Specific books, notebooks, or planners could be part of your trophy collection. Photos, wall pictures, certain clothing or jewelry, as well as tools or work-related objects. Obviously, trophies are entirely personality and context specific, so basically any object, anything could become a trophy for somebody. So now you know the opposite of identity clutter, why you must not only keep but also display your favorite trophies and how to determine their best use in your space. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe. This video is related to the awakening to the conscious self. If you want more insights on the 4 types of awakenings and how to experience them in your life occasionally, visit me at occasionallyawake.com to inspire your awakenings. Bye.